Ooh, cool. Birthday party cocktail cruise. I want to go to that. That's on. Wait, what day is that? Tuesday. Wow, I did that in my head really fast for some reason. Like I literally just looked at it and thought Tuesday. I didn't even. And that Tuesday. Jeez. Oh, I want to do that. Jeez. I love free concerts.com. All right, are we streaming? Oh shit! I was talking about that. Oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to our sixth UPSL game. It's been a while since we've had one. All right, we've got CLG versus PANDAMANIACs, or CLG Hype Train rather. Thresh Band targeted towards the last Panda. He's been playing a lot of Thresh in the 3 games he's played. Pretty good. I know Last Panda really loves the Thresh. Swain Band, not surprising, considering Evangelion is known for his Swain. I think he's got like 300 games on Swain. 270. I was close enough. Damn, that's still a lot of Swain games. All right. Interested in seeing what band comes out from Blue Team. I'm going to guess a Master Yi, just because Yi's going to be really hard to deal with, especially if Penguin doesn't play a proper top lane that can take him down by himself. Called it. Oh my god. I'm going to guess Kale now. Let's see. So, oh, Cassidy. Forgot about that. Okay, Cassidy ban. Pretty good ban. And Jace. I don't know why they banned Jace. Mahir's Jace is not good at all. It is. I don't think I've seen Mahir's Jace go positive yet in this match history. Holy hell. Wait, 8-14, 8-13, 8-15. Oh, I'm going to yell at Ben. I don't. Okay, they banned the Lulu, but I don't understand that. They gave up Kale to Ben. Okay. This match just became closer, in my opinion. Ben's 3 champions are Swain, Cassidy, and Kale. They should have banned Kale. Ben probably, or Evangelion, sorry, might have been playing a lot of Lulu recently, but I'm very surprised that they didn't ban the Kale. And Morgana. Oh, we might actually see Last Panda on mid. I know Kaizen Windsor is more of a support player. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. So they might role swap Last Panda into the mid lane. And that's perfectly fine for Last Panda since he's typically a solo laner. So we see Morgana and Caitlyn, which is actually a super safe lane matchup against anyone. They've got really long range, and they'll be able to effectively protect Caitlyn as well as go really ham if they really need to, if Morgana catches someone. We see Xin Zhao being picked up, and I don't think this is too surprising. In the first game, we saw Minister play, first game that CLG Hype Train played against CLG Hype Train Jr., we saw Minister play a Xin Zhao game, and he actually did pretty well in it. Should be interesting to see what else it's picked up. Kog'Maw. Can't say I've seen too many Kog'Maws, but that should be interesting. Really good range. Should be able to at least poke Caitlyn back if Caitlyn ever pokes her back. Although Kog'Maw definitely doesn't have any escape, so it should be interesting. Skarner, yes, no. Oh, interesting. Is Neil gonna go mid lane? That should be very interesting. Well,
yeah, I'm like on start delay. I have to be right back. Hold on. Just keep casting it.
Alright. That's very interesting. I definitely expected Neil to go mid lane, or jungle rather, not... Actually, is he Malzahar jungle? I don't actually remember if he plays Malzahar jungle. I thought he's Malzahar mid, so kind of confused here. Oh my god, are we having like triple lane swap? I'm not gonna bother speculating. Interesting pickup, especially given the clarity revived Lee Sin, but who knows? Should be good. I think Kale might poop on Malzahar, but that remains to be seen, considering I have not seen that matchup, just because Malzahar doesn't get played very often. We see Soraka hovered over, which is actually pretty interesting, because that's going to be a really weak lane, although it'll allow Cog to kind of farm up a little bit. Renekton hovered over. I think that's just a really safe pick in general. That'll be fine. Oh, Jax. Okay. So they might put Penguin on a split pushing role, which is actually really good, I think. Depending on who Snickers decides to pick up. Oh, I was right. Okay, it is Malzahar mid and Lee Sin jungle. This is very strange. Well, it looks like it's going to be Xin Zhao jungle with Jax top, Kale mid, and a Kog'Maw Soraka bottom. I'm going to give the bot lane advantage to purple side with the Caitlyn Morgana. I think they just simply have more damage output, and they are more defensive overall. Although Kog'Maw Soraka will be able to just farm a lot, more or less. We see the LeBlanc covered over, which I'm not too sure about. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a top or mid lane LeBlanc. Yeah, there we go. There's the Renekton. And this should actually be a really hard lane for Penguin. Renekton, general lane bully, generally craps on Jax. Although if Penguin just keeps farming up, by the time they both reach level 11, assuming Jax has at least one completed item, he should be able to start turning on Renekton. Definitely expect to see the lane go towards Snickers though. Alright. I was going to do the same thing. Actually, are they even in game? No, they got another like 27 seconds. Okay. Vivek, who do you think has the advantage right now? Just all the comps.
I guess that just because purple team has Renekton and Lee Sin, that they probably have the advantage early game. But Kale, Jax, and Kog'Maw are all pretty scary late game, and so if they can make it through that, then that'll be real tough to deal with.
That's true. Blue side does have a very protect the hyper carry comp going on, and the hyper carry being either Jax or Kog'Maw. If Kog'Maw gets ahead, they can just focus their attention on saving Kog'Maw's life. And they don't really have anyone to dive. Purple side doesn't really have anyone to dive except maybe Lee Sin, but I'm assuming Last Panda is going to go incredibly offensive, in which case Jax or even Kale can just blow up the Lee Sin. Snick is probably going to dive in and just go Rambo, as he always does, but it should be interesting to see if blue side can peel enough for either the Kog'Maw or the Kale. Okay, the Wall Nexus should be available now.
Yeah.
Mike, you there? No, he's not. Okay. Alright, I'm checking out the Long Nexus.
So the first thing I noticed is the kill masteries.
2703, what the hell? Okay, he's got the mana regen. I mean, honestly, Kale is very hybrid damage, so that kind of makes sense. Good thing he didn't get Warlord, because that's just going to be crappy on Kale, but he's got a lot of mixed AP and AD, as well as attack speed. That's going to be really great. The mana regen, that's just normal, I guess. Soraka's going 9-9-12, which is very strange for support, but I suppose she's got that bit of AP to help her poke in lane, but she also has that defense and utility spec. And she's running magic penetration, health, armor, and magic resist. So definitely going to be going probably a bit offensive, which I think kind of goes against the Kog'Maw's tendency to just kind of farm. But we could see a very aggressive AD come out of Capuston. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
One interesting thing is, it looks like Penguin doesn't have any ranked games on Jax. So, I don't
should be
know.
interesting.
Yeah, because he's facing Mahir too. Right?
Look, he's going top. His page is called Top Armor, which is 15 armor, 9 attack damage, and 78 health.
Yep.
So that looks like it's 80 quints. 80 quints, and then armor yellows and reds, I think, and then I don't even know. That's strange. Okay, that's really strange. He's going 21-9 though. I definitely think he's just going to hope to get past the late laning phase and then just keep farming, and more or less just keep Mahir pulled top for the rest of the game. Okay, really sorry guys. I should be saying the summoner names. So I think Penguin or Jax is just going to keep farming top lane and just kind of pull Snickers top lane. So it's really just going to be kind of a 4v4, in which case I think blue side has the slight advantage because they have this slightly more normal comp. But it's going to be, remains to be seen what happens. Gotta say, was not expecting the lane swaps from Huge Noodle Brain, Last Panda, and Snickers. Well, Snickers remained top, but wasn't expecting Huge Noodle Brain to go mid and Last Panda to go jungle, considering Last Panda is definitely a solo laner, so we easily could have gone Zed mid or something of that sort. Okay. I want to see what Mr. is running. He's going 21-9. He's actually really offensive on Xin Zhao, so I'm hoping he builds somewhat tanky. He's got 11.5 armor penetration, 12 magic resist, 9 armor, and 6 attack damage. So he's running... Looks like he's running armor pen reds with an extra armor pen quint and then 2 attack damage quints or something like that. He definitely goes like super aggressive when he's during the laning phase, so that should be good to see. I'm hoping he snowballs the Jax, and that'll just give Jax a better time, more or less, and help him get ahead further. I think bot lane's going to be super boring. Caitlyn Morgana, or Caitlyn anything, but Caitlyn Kog'Maw is just going to be so incredibly boring. And then you have the Soraka, which makes any bot lane just like a snore fest. Because any trading that occurs, just nothing happens. What we should be watching out for, though, is what happens at level 1. Because we have Snickers, who loves to invade the enemy blue side, or the enemy bot side, rather, at level 1. So we'll see, especially because he's Renekton, he can kind of just charge in, and they do have a Morgana. So we'll see how fast they buys, but I'm definitely expecting an invade at blue side's red buff entrance. So that should be interesting. I just got notice that Michael Chung shall return very soon.
Alright, I guess I can talk a little bit until he gets back.
Okay, Mike's getting groceries. Well, that's interesting. Alright. We see blue side just kind of charging down mid, and that's kind of good. Definite invade coming down. Oh, wait, I can't even tell. Yeah, it looks like we're getting an invade from purple side. And this is definitely slightly less normal than what they normally do. Ooh, good job on Last Panda on getting that ward. Actually not too difficult to get if you know the trick, but most people kind of fail. Scara. I'm very surprised that blue side is just doing such a poor job defending the jungle. Looks like they're going on a full invade. I would actually just have purple side should just wait in that bush right there. Oh, don't do anything. Okay, good.
Kog'Maw's getting a little close.
There we go. That's good. That's a good job on their side. So it looks like Kale does want to. Yeah, Kale warded the bush right behind red buff because she knows that Mahir or Snickers typically invades, but they don't have anyone actually in the bush for red buff, so they're not going to be aware that purple side is just lying in that bush.
Oh, it looks like there's a teleport top lane already.
Yeah, so they're not going to
Just a
expect
4-man
anything.
invade.
Xinjiao's
Poor
going to die.
Shinzao.
They're waiting too long. They could kill. There we go.
There it is.
Yep, instant, and that's going to really help. Oh, that's going to be good for Caitlyn. She's going to be able to get her IE a lot faster. And this is just going to be really unfortunate for Xinjiao. I think purple side's going to be able to get 3 buffs on a start. Ooh, interesting harass coming out from Jax. Good start though. I like the counter strike start. Allows you to be a bit defensive as well as offensive, and there's just straight out aggression coming out from Cal right now. So Lee Sin actually didn't leave any lizards alive for Xinjiao, which actually means that Xin should have the jungle timer for his red buff. So that'll help him a lot. Oh, a lot of trading happening in top lane. Ooh, unfortunately, Mahir or Snickers hits level 2 first. I think Penguin might just be 1 minion away, and he's probably going to get a leap strike next, and that'll help him do a decent amount of harass to Renekton. Oh, I need to rearrange my... Ooh, good Dark Binding, and the harass just comes out straight on the Kog'Maw. Jax is already really... Oh, Jax has lost a lot of health. That's going to be really unfortunate for him. Xin is just saying topside jungle. I'm surprised he didn't go for the red invade, but I think last Panda went red buff to red buff, so that's actually kind of smart on his part. And unfortunately, Preston just keeps getting hit by the Dark Binding, so he's already at half health, and it's only been 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Neil's just, or future Neil Brain's just kind of farming with Malzahar's space aids, which is actually really helpful for him, just because Malzahar, maybe not the best trader in lane, but his E definitely helps him give him that harass that he can potentially get off, and you can just farm from afar, really.
Looks like there's a ping going down mid from purple side.
Looks like we have an invade from Lee Sin. Oh, misses the Q. Probably not going to do anything. His smite is going to be up soon, so I think he could just kind of smite that Wraith away. But it looks like he's going to go towards the Kale, but Kale's on the other side of the lane. Ooh, very good. Safeguard. Misses the Q.
That sucks.
Let's just kind of waste time. Kale's didn't burn anything, so that's good. Xinjiao can just keep jungling as well. Looks like Malzahar's already recalling.
Really good trade bot lane for purple team, but then Soraka just heals up Kog'Maw.
Soraka's already used up a lot of mana. Oh, they should know the Xinjiao's here, unless they are blind to wards. I think they're just baiting the Xinjiao. Oh, wow. Blue side is actually really low in terms of trading, even though they have a Soraka. Then again, the Soraka's only level 3, and I'm wondering if she already has Star Call. No, she doesn't. That's good. So Soraka's actually maxing her heal, which will actually help a lot, given the fact that Kog'Maw keeps getting hit by Dark Bindings. Wow. Morgana is just generating gold from her Spell Thief's Edge right now. Looking at top, look at the farm top lane. 35 to 13. Penguin is having a really hard time. Wow. Okay. Wait, is that?
Expect that to happen.
I didn't either. Let's jump back like 15 seconds. You know, I saw the Lee Sin low. Ooh, very good aggression from Evangeline. Even Evangeline. Lee Sin just stayed way too long, and his order really low, and he missed his Q, and he just kept going forward to farm. That's going to make it really hard for Malzahar, because now Kale has a double buff. Has double buffs for the next 3 minutes with red, and so red buff plus the blue buff cooldown reduction going to make it really hard for Malzahar. So I definitely expect to see the farming discrepancy between Renekton and Jax kind of equalized between Kale and Malzahar. I think Mizder, the Xinjiao, definitely needs to start going top more. The Jax is having a really hard time.
Looks like they're gonna pressure the Jax even more. Last Panda's up here. And
Nectin is level 6. Good counter strike. Ooh, maybe could. Oh no. Oh, that's a really unfortunate.
really good turret aggro.
Yeah, that was really tough. If Penguin hit 6, he might have actually been able to survive that since Jax's ultimate gives him magic resistance and armor. Ooh, another good binding from Kaizen Windsor. Unfortunately, the Rash just kind of gets neutralized by the Soraki heal, but Kaizen Windsor has just been landing really good binds, or Krapustin has just been like taking all of them. Last Panda actually almost dies to the tower. But it looks like they probably can get this tower if they decide to push it. But I think they're just going to leave it up and just kind of bully the Jax a bit more. But he's struggling. Looking at the gold difference, Jax only has 1,500 cumulative gold, whereas Renekton has 2,300. So 1,800 or 800 more gold, which is more or less an entire Vamp Scepter.
And Jax had just used his teleport before the gank too, so wasn't very effective use of the cooldown.
Oh, did he really? That's good.
Oh look, they're playing a lot of damage going on to Malzahar and Kale.
Yeah, Malzahar is just really suffering from the double buffs that Kale got. Unfortunately, he's just farming from afar whatever he can, just putting space aids on the minions. The fact that Kale took the space aids right there means that Malzahar actually loses a bit of farm, but that also meant Kale took some damage. I've got to say, Last Panda is definitely enjoying this because he's getting a lot of lane minions out of this, and he actually might be able to go in on the Kale. He's got his ultimate, and he's going AD, so he's got a decent amount of damage. Wow, there's just... I think Purple Set's just doing very well in general. They're about 1 point. He goes fighting. Lucian just kind of goes away because he sees the kill walking.
But he did end up getting, or the Shinzao did get a ward on the red buff, so blue team will have a timer for that. Well, if Lucian chooses to.
So, yeah. So I think, Mist is going to take this blue buff probably, just because he's a bit behind. He's got the level 6 now, which gives him a huge power spike. Renekton is actually roaming, and if, there's that splash ult from Fusion Overhang. Ooh, good ultimate. Yeah, Kale kind of dies. Her flash is unfortunately still down from when she killed Lee Sin. That was a really good engage by Huge Noodle Brain. I don't think he needed the help of Renekton, but overall that was good for both of them since someone got assist gold.
Looks like Purple team's gonna do Dragon. There's not much blue team can do to contest since they brought their top laner down, but Jax is getting a bit more farm.
They're doing Dragon without the Lee Sin, which is interesting. So blue side actually could have maybe oh, what are you doing, Mister? He's going all in. I think that was a really poor choice, and he's gonna lose his double buffs. Yeah, that was just really questionable from Xin Zhao. And Lee Sin at this point is more laner than he is jungler. He's covered lane at least 3 or 4 times now.
Like you said, there's every lane's been having at least a little bit of activity, and then bot lane's just
really boring.
Random trades and surrounding.
Jax needs to run. If he has flash, he might have to use it. I don't think he's gonna die, but Renekton with double buffs is just really painful to go against. And Renekton already has a chain vest and a Tiamat, so I definitely expect to teleport back from Jax to hopefully get this tower down. Actually, no, he shouldn't. This tower's just gonna go down regardless.
Looks like Purple team's gonna hand off the buff to the mid laner. Yeah, also.
That makes sense. Lee Sin definitely doesn't need the blue buff at this point. Energy regen is nice for Lee Sin, but not necessary. We see the Renekton roaming again, and I think Penguin is communicating that Renekton is missing, so Evangelion is just kind of playing it safe a little bit. But we might see a 3-man gank, or just a gank on the Xin Zhao. Nothing gets done though, so good for blue side to kind of avoid this, but it looks like they're going to be applying some pressure. Snickers is definitely kind of strong right now. He's got the TMI, he's got the chain vest, so he can tank tower shots a bit more, and I think if they converge on the Renekton, blue side could actually get a kill on him. But
Snickers is all the way bottom lane.
yeah, but they could Soraka's level 6 as well. The ult, ooh, flash from the Kog'Maw. I wonder if they'll actually be able to do this. Oh crap, Xinjiao went down really fast.
Oh, and there's the Caitlyn ultimate.
Oh!
It's blocked, but wow.
Ooh,
Renekton picks up the kill anyway.
Jax flashes way too late and isn't able to get the counter strike on the Renekton. Renekton's still gonna live. Penguin jumps in, gets the kill.
Oh, the kill
Malzahar
actually
ults fail but doesn't do anything. Jax gets a double kill. Now he's got the goal that he needs. That was actually a really good fight. It's 4-7, but Jax got 2 kills. Kale got another kill. So overall, I think that was a 3 for 2. No, 3 for 3.
Yeah,
Rocket
actually,
died.
yeah, it was 3.
It was 3 for 3. That's okay. So not the greatest. Overall, an equal trade. Now slightly unequal. Oh, Kog'Maw dies. That'll be really bad. Ooh, Xinjiao's here. I think Morgana's gonna die. And Kog'Maw might get double buffs. Oh, Kog'Maw's out of mana. They need to switch to Caitlyn. That's unfortunate. They might be able to kill the Caitlyn if Xinjiao has his flash. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They're not able to make anything. Fortunately, Kale gets the mid tower, but I think she's gonna trade her life for this. Last man misses the Q. Oh my god.
That is crucial.
Has he hit a Q yet? I think Last Panda's hit like maybe 2 out of 7 Qs.
Yeah, he definitely hit 1 or 2 in the last fight, but the ganks aren't going so well. But luckily he's just been able to basically
Farm.
games and farm, yeah.
And I think that's alright. That'll allow him to get his items earlier, which means that he can go attack damage faster and then switch tank much earlier. He definitely just wants to get that Tiamat or Hydra and then go Bruiser and Lee Sin is set. But yeah, that was a really good fight for blue side. They kind of lost it overall because actually no, it was equal. 3 for 3 plus tower for tower, mid lane and bot tower.
And again, the kills on Jax are really, really important because he was so behind. And
Yeah, Jax was super behind, but he got 2 kills,
Yeah.
and I think he got a shutdown. No one got shut down actually, but Kale also got a kill. So Kale's really close to her damage.
it looks like Malzahar just suppresses the kill.
Let me go back 15 seconds. Yeah, it looks like Kale's just fighting Lee Sin, and then Malzahar just kind of hiding. And will he flash? Flash? No, he just ults straight on. Lee Sin takes that. What that mattered. Wow. Okay. Well, Lee Sin took that kill for no reason. But that was really good. Yeah, Kale, no wards actually. There's a lot of wards from blue side actually, but all bottom side. Looks like Renekton is roaming again. And the Xinjiao's a bit scared, so looks like Malzahar is going to just take this blue buff for himself, or maybe the Lee Sin will. Lee Sin take this. That's unfortunate, but blue side does have the timer, so it's not the worst thing. They can contest the next one, but it definitely looks like purple side's going to kind of just snowball their advantage a little bit and take mid tower. Purple side doing a really bad job of walking between towers. They're chasing Mizra right now, and I don't think they can really contest anything right now.
That engage on the Morgana, but Xinjiao just immediately gets melted.
Yeah, Xinjiao's building... Xinjiao doesn't have any items right now. He's 47 farm, and he's 0-4-1.
That actually ends up being 1-for-1. Oh, and Kale is still chasing the Renekton. But I don't know about that. Lee Sin and Malzahar did it back up. Or back up the Renekton.
Oh, Caitlyn already has her Infinity Edge. Wow, that's not good for blue side. Kog'Maw does not have anything right now. He's got 900 in the bank, but that's not going to get him anything. All he has is the BF sword, and he decided to complete his Berserker Greaves, which kind of helps, which is alright because it's Kog'Maw, and his W gives him a big advantage over Caitlyn's basic auto attacks. But even then, attack speed versus a Infinity Edge is huge. And Caitlyn is 50 farm ahead of this Kog'Maw. And purple side is starting Dragon, and it looks like they're not going to be able to... This is going to be an uncontested Dragon. Blue side will have vision of it, but this puts purple side 6.3k gold ahead of blue side. And I think if everyone stays mid, they should be able to just bulldoze this tower down. Jax just needs to stay top lane. He's trying to stay with his team to help him, but he has teleport up. He just needs to stay top lane and farm. He's been roaming too much, and he's still down 50 farm in comparison to Renekton, who now has a Sunfire Keep and a Tiamat. Looks like purple side is just waiting for a gank to occur. Renekton is going top lane to prevent Jax from taking it down, and Jax is just really scared. He's 2 levels below the Renekton.
2 levels and like 50, over 50.
And a whole item.
Oh wow, that's good.
Leeson goes in. Teleport from Jax, but just a bit too late. Yeah, Kale goes down, and
she
doesn't
had her
even get a
ult,
chance
too.
to ult. I think she was suppressed. Unfortunately, the Soraka heal is just not enough. Interestingly, Kog'Maw did not use his Summoner heal on the Kale, but they might have just thought that was a lost cause. Purple side's going to definitely be able to get this because they don't have any wave clear, and they've got a Lee Sin with attack damage. And it looks like Renekton does a lot of damage to blue side's top inner. I don't think they'll be able to get this. Ooh, they might be able to get this. No. Oh, Renekton's taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to ult. He might have to flash. Wow, is he going to die? Oh my god. What a juke! Wraith or White Soraka for the win? Nope. Okay, that's really unfortunate.
I can't believe it.
Incorrect guess by Penguin allows Renekton to get away by, like, the skin of his teeth. I think that expression is wrong. Anyways, Renekton escapes. He definitely underestimated the amount of damage that Jax could do. And I think he forgot that Jax has Blade of the Mimic King. Caitlyn finishes her Zeal and Berserker Greaves, which means she actually has a really good power spike coming up in about 2 or 3 minutes. Looks like Jack is just farming. Still hasn't hit the 100 mark, actually. Blue side is just doing a really poor job of farming. Highest is 143, with the next highest being 85. Whereas you look at purple side, they have 140 and then 131. Yeah, Jax is not going to be able to get this. Ooh,
Oh wow.
good damage coming out from Renekton.
Yeah.
He just needs to run.
Well, it might be a bit of a bait though if the Kale wants to engage. But it looks like Morgana's coming up top lane.
Yeah.
Just clearing out a ward.
Looks like blue side just wants to get their carries farming. So we see Kog'Maw warded bottom, and he's just going to stay bot and farm. There's no wave clear from blue side though. So purple side with four people are just going to get this inner mid tower. And it looks like blue side's not going to be able to do anything about this. And if they don't recall fast enough, purple side's going to get an inhibitor turn at 19 minutes in. And it looks like they're going to succeed. Soraka's not doing anything. Good dark binding lands on Kale. The silence from Soraka saves the Kale. Such a good sign. Oh, really unfortunate. And this is going to go down as well. This is going to be 3 and
Kills and a
and Jax has been trying to duel the Renekton, and both are really low. Jax just needs to get a bit of the mana. Oh, he's not gonna win this. Yeah, that's just really unfortunate. This game might be over right now. We've got 4 people pushing in. It is 20 minutes, so the death timers are really low. Straka's back. Kog'Maw's, where is Kog'Maw? Kog'Maw's following a double lift. This is game. Purple side just snowballing. Really just dominant lanes overall allowed them to just kind of snowball the game towards the victory.
Wow, I'm a bit speechless after that. That was a really quick game.
Wait, Vivek, do you realize what happened?
What?
This was the first UPSL game with no pause.
Oh wow. I guess round of applause is in order.
Alright.
Dang.
MVP votes.
Well, I feel like every time I watch PANDAMANIACS play, Snickers is really dominant. Yeah, it just seems like, I don't know, they this time though they did really well as a team. Like, I don't know, it's more like the blue team just didn't have anything in response when purple team started team fighting and grouping up, and they just made some really questionable calls.
I
Like
agree.
especially with just keeping Jax and Kog'Maw like pushing or trying to get them farming while the inhibitor is being taken by the other team.
I agree. That was a definite questionable decision from Kogma not to recall yet. He definitely probably, if he sacrificed himself, he might have been able to keep like maybe one of the inhibitor or the Nexus turrets up. But overall, I think CLG hype train really just had a really weak early game and mid game. Kale is kind of strong mid late game, but Kogma's really weak early. Jax is actually really weak early. He picks.
But hello, I think you cut off a bit.
She's just kind of a heal. She can't counter engage. Her heals don't do enough in order to stop and engage. And Xin Zhao is just down all game.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas purple side, they had the what is that? Sorry. Purple side, on the other hand, Renekton is just really strong overall. Morgana and Caitlyn just make their lane is just slightly more aggressive than bot lane. But as we kind of saw, that was really boring. Lee Sin is overall really aggressive. And then Malzahar was kind of behind, but Lee Sin ganked for him, which kind of made up the difference between Malzahar and Kale. Whereas Xin Zhao was just overall behind, so he couldn't do anything for the Jax, and he couldn't snowball the Renekton. And even if he did come top, Renekton can really easily just turn the gank around, focus the Xin Zhao, and just get the buffs from Xin Zhao, more or less.
Right.
And that happens a lot with Renekton.
Right. I mean, basically, he doesn't really care if it's 1v2 because he can just get a double kill, especially considering how behind both Jax and Xin Zhao were the entire game. I mean, as soon as I think one of the first ganks we saw was Lee Sin coming up top and just cornering the Jax right next to his turret and giving Renekton the early kill. And of course, Xin Zhao was behind really just starting from the level 1 of purple team at his red buff, and he was just playing catch up the whole time. Didn't really have a chance to gank. So
that invade, I actually blame blue side for not coordinating that better. They sent two people down mid lane, which is what you would see during UPSL, but they didn't have they didn't have enough wards up early in order to cover all the entrances. Kog'Maw got into lane as soon as purple side got to the dragon pit, but he didn't put his ward up until after purple side had already gotten through the tri-bush and were waiting on golems.
Right.
So Xin Zhao didn't have any idea that purple side were even near his red buff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe that was just like I don't know, maybe like because I think eventually at the end they did have most of their entrances warded, but like you said, it was just a fact of the matter that Kog'Maw didn't ward early enough to see anyone come through. So maybe some credit goes to purple team to just immediately having a coherent game plan for their level 1 and executing it well.
Oh, Deep posted. Oh, GG, no pause. Okay. But MVP. Okay, so you said Mahir for purple side?
Yeah.
Okay, I would actually agree. Mahir, I think because it was actually his roaming. His roaming was actually quite effective, in my opinion.
Yeah, that early roam onto Kale, I think. Was it Kale? Yeah, he came mid lane and helped out Malzahar, and even though Kale ulted, he was still able to pick up the kill. And that was after Kale had gotten an early kill too, so kind of equalized the lane.
Okay, now blue side. Who would you give the MVP vote to? And I'm actually really torn on this because nothing really impressive came out. Mm-hmm. So I can't really say anything occurred.
I mean, it maybe have to. Evangelion did really well in the beginning, like picking up that ignite kill on the Lee Sin.
And he also shielded the Jax, who went super ham in that fight that occurred near Blue
Yeah,
Side's
and
bottom
managed to
side.
survive that whole fight with like 100 HP or something.
So I would give it to him, but only because I wouldn't give it
To anyone
else on
else.
his team.
Yeah. The Kog'Maw played solidly in lane, but like
Poor
he had
decision making
his
in the end.
right. Like after that, after just staying at bot turret, I don't know that I could give it to him. Although maybe that was a team decision. Who knows? Um, but yeah, I guess that's it. If I don't, I don't really have anything else to say. So if you have some last words and want to sign off the stream,
I don't know. I think the biggest points in that game were really just the level 1 invade, the that's really tough. Level 1 invade, the roam from Renekton through to mid,
mm-hmm.
allowing him to get that dragon, and then probably the the kill that allowed them to just kind of push through mid,
Right.
which I don't think was anything. I think it was really just it was Kale being top, so no one could wave clear, and then Kale got caught by a dark binding at the inhibitor turret,
Right.
which allowed Purple Side to just push through, get 2 kills, get 2 kills and then push through.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
So it looks like we might actually get another game going.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
but cast shit. Wait, who's casting?
I was casting. Mike
No,
went
like,
to get groceries.
Which person should I invite?
Oh, probably